Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Cuppa. It's time to grab your cuppa, whatever you have coffee, tea, water, and come on in. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the work week. So come in and get rejuvenated and ready for the rest of the story of your week, whatever that may be. I'm going to take just a minute and share this out, and I ask that you do the same. Just give a share on your timeline, in your groups, wherever you want to let somebody know to come in and join in with us. All right, so let me find it. First of all, on Facebook, we are on Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, and we're also on Enlightened World Network. So wherever you choose to tune in, just share it out. It's so easy. Hit the share button. And then if you want to put it on your timeline, you just say share. If you want to put it in a group, share it to whatever group you wish. And let's get this party started. Okay, I think it's done. Making sure my sound is off. And good morning, Annie. My little Annie Banani, Louisiana Cajun girl. And Grayson. Good morning to both of you. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Kelly Bach. You have Earl Grey this morning. I love that. Oh, I'm so glad that your treatment went well yesterday. And yes, we lift you up in prayer every day, darling. And I need to take a break to sneeze. So I feel it coming. Trying to put it off. Somebody told me about a way to stop the sneezing, and I just tried it and it worked. So, okay, let's get into our breathing. The breath is the connection, and we are going to connect with spirit right now. Oh, thank you, Annie. Yeah, I felt it coming on, but I was able to do what somebody told me. I can't remember who it was, to put your tongue at the top of your mouth, and that stops the sneeze from coming. So it did. Oh my goodness, Annie, it was so good. Yes, I will. I will type it up because I made it for me, for the way that I can eat, because I can't have all the spices that normally go in it. But I'll put it. I'll type it up and then put the added ingredients for anyone who wants to make it spicier. It's called butter chicken. It's my favorite Indian dish of all time. And my family loved it, thank goodness, because it was an experiment. It's the first time I had cooked it, and it turned out really well. Morning, Deirdre. All right, so let's get into our heart. Hand on your heart means that you're very heart centered in doing this breathing, and then slow it down. So inhale all the way into your lungs, filling them completely. And hold and exhale slowly. Letting it all come out of your lungs, out into the air, releasing everything. Don't hold anything inside. If you're got some things going on that you haven't dealt with or things that are holding you down, just release it with that out breath. And then breathe in again, deeply into your heart. And this time, focus on the breath. Focus on what it feels like to breathe that into your lungs. Take it all in there. Hold it. And let it go slowly. This next breath, breathe in love. Breathe in joy. Breathe in peace, happiness, whatever good feeling puts that smile on your face, because that's something we've added to the heart brain is add a smile. Spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. So bring that smile to the outside world and release it out. Let that love flow out into the world. And then give a heart hug. Hug somebody. Bring somebody in with you into your heart. And I know our Deirdre's going to tell us how many days we've been doing this. It's 330 something. we're on a roll here, getting ready to hit a year mark, probably at the same time that we celebrate our anniversary, our 6-year anniversary together. All right, so the next thing we do, we add in affirmations. What are your affirmations? Annie, I am alive. I am healthy. I am a spark of the divine. I am worthy. I am enough. I am joyful. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. And I love myself. When you love yourself, you fill up that cup inside your heart, and then you're able to share your love with others. These affirmations are so important, especially in starting our day. Thank you, Deirdre. We are on day 331 of saying those affirmations together. And how beautiful to do this. This practice, if you don't do anything else in the morning, do a heart brain breathing and say some affirmations. It will make your day so much better. Deirdre, I am where I'm meant to be right now, spreading love and light. Yes, you are, my hippie chick girl. We have some absolutely beautiful peas, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in today. How's everybody doing? What's happening in your world? What's going on that you want to share? Maybe a prayer request. We'll do some prayers together today. Normally we do the reading of the prayer list, but it's so outdated now. I need to, I think, start a new one so we can get everybody on there that's not on there that people have asked for prayers for. But we will do a prayer time. Today is the day I take my sister to her doctor consult for her radiation treatment. So I will be cutting Cuppa a little bit short because we need to get on the road right after I get off the air and, of course, get out of my house coat and put some real clothes on. But, so it will be a shorter Cuppa. And if you have prayers, let me know that so that we can lift you up. And I know we have a few people undergoing some treatments and surgeries, and we are lifting you definitely. We're remembering Leo's mom, remembering our Blue Jean, who just went through a really day-long experience of having treatments on her eyes, both eyes. Remembering those who are in the elements, those who are having a really, really tough winter time. I woke up, I thought I was going to wake up to snow this morning, but there was no snow. There's been a little rain overnight. It's clear and it's not so cold. It's 34. It's above freezing here. And so it's going to be a good day to get on the road. Deirdre, I was stopping a sneeze. I needed to sneeze, but I stopped it, and that's why it sounds that way. No, I'm good. I'm feeling really, really well after having been hit with that stomach bug. But yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. Linda Lemieux, good morning. Linda, I don't know if I sent you a message or not, but I'm planning on leaving out tomorrow to head down toward you, and I'll be with you probably on Friday. Kelly, prayers for the doctors to be divinely guided at your sister's appointment today. Thank you for that, Kelly. I appreciate that. And I know they will be. We're taking the angels right along with us in the angel mobile. And I'll be there with her for that doctor visit. So thank you for all of your love and prayers for my sister. She certainly does appreciate each and every one of them. Okay, anything else going on that we need to know about before we do the story time? I will do that. We'll pull a Kuan Yin card. I can go ahead and open up the Kuan Yin deck and get a card ready for us. Kuan Yin helps us, she helps keep us on track. So I like to have that, keep that going of letting her be a guide for us. So let's do that one. I won't look at it just yet. And the first thing I want to read from is the Yogananda Spiritual Diary. Today is the 4th of February. This month is moving right along already. And Yogananda says, renunciation is not an end, it is the means to an end. The real renunciant is he who lives for God first, regardless of his outer mode of existence. To love God and conduct your life to please him, that is what matters. When you will do that, you will know the Lord. When you live for God first. And that's something that over the last couple of months, I've really felt that. I've been inundated with that. I've been around people, especially in India, that is what they do. That's the focus of their life, is God first. And then everything else, all the material stuff, comes after that. So putting God first in everything you do makes such a huge difference. All right, we had some people jump in here. Michelle Landers, good morning. And Deirdre, thank you for putting that prayer up. I will show that later when we get into our prayer time. Andrea Gregg, good morning. Oh, Linda, I'm so ready for a hug from you and some girl time. So I can't wait to see you on Friday. Kathy Hand, good morning. Kathy had a beautiful dream. I was with Marlena, and she was a little girl, and we were at my parents' house, and she was climbing a huge tree. She was trying to get a closer look at a rather large hawk. The branch broke, and she was falling. The hawk caught her. The hawk brought her to me and spoke in my dad's voice, saying, he will always watch over her. I certainly believe he will be a guide for her. Anytime that she starts to stumble, he's going to be there to catch her. Thank you for sharing that dream. You know, we dreams can be prophetic. They can be something that actually happens, or they can be just a message for us, a little message to guide and to bring us our awareness to something. So, Kathy, I think that's what that was. Your dad showing you how much he loves you and how much he's still right there with all of you, you and your family. All right, let's get to story time. The story is called Pain is not your enemy. The most important lesson that a man can learn from life is not that there is pain in this world, but that it is possible for him to transmute it into joy. And that's a quote from Tagore. Tagore was an amazing guru, mentor. I believe he was wise beyond his time. When you are in the midst of suffering, it is difficult to turn the lemon into lemonade. When everything is flowing, when our health is strong, our finances are stable, our relationships feel supportive, and our hearts are light, it is easy to smile. It is easy to radiate joy. It is easy to speak of gratitude and trust. We simply breeze through our days, wrapped in the illusion that life will always feel this gentle. And then something shifts, a diagnosis, a sudden wave of exhaustion, a body that no longer responds the way it once did, a season of uncertainty. Recently, I found myself walking through such a season as my own body asked for a deeper attention and care. What began as a subtle discomfort grew into a reminder that even those who walk closely with the angels are still having a human experience. I was invited once again to slow down, listen inward, and tend lovingly to my physical vessel. In those moments, it would have been easy to feel discouraged, to wonder why now, to feel separated from the flow of grace. Yet the angels whispered gently, "Nothing has gone wrong. You are being guided into deeper alignment." When suffering enters our lives, whether through health challenges, emotional heartbreak, financial strain, or unexpected loss, it can feel as though the universe has stepped away from us. We may begin to believe that something is broken, that we are broken. This is the yo-yo of the human journey. Highs and lows, light and shadow, expansion and contraction. And if we are not mindful, these fluctuations can exhaust our minds and burden our hearts. We are taught from an early age that pain is bad, that discomfort should be avoided, that struggle means failure. But what if pain is not a punishment? What if pain is communication? What if it is, as I have come to understand, a sacred smoke alarm for the soul, alerting us that something within is asking for attention, for healing, and for compassion? During my recent health challenges, I was reminded how often I give endlessly of my time and energy while forgetting to rest in my own nurturing. My body spoke the truth my spirit had already known, that it's time to receive. Pain, when met with awareness, becomes a messenger. It says, slow down, breathe, return to yourself, let love in, trust the process. And when we listen, truly listen, we discover that even in discomfort, grace is present. Joy does not always arrive as laughter and celebration. Sometimes joy arrives quietly, in acceptance, in surrender, in deeper faith, in gentle self-forgiveness. This is how pain is transmuted into light, not by denying it, not by resisting it, but by allowing it to refine us. Dear angels, how can I learn to honor my pain without becoming lost in it? How do I transform my struggles into sacred growth? Dear ones, pain is not your enemy. It is an opening. Every ache, every tear, every moment of uncertainty carries within it an invitation to deeper intimacy with your soul. When you meet discomfort with compassion instead of judgment, you awaken your inner healer. You are not meant to carry your burdens alone. Lean into divine support. Rest when called. Receive when offered. Trust that nothing in your life is wasted. Transmutation happens when love is applied to experience. Choose gentleness. Choose patience. Choose faith. And you will find that even your hardest seasons become vessels of wisdom and grace. The angels whisper, I honor my body, my heart, and my journey. I trust that every challenge is shaping me into greater light. With the angels beside me, I rise stronger, wiser, and filled with peace. Today, I promise to rise stronger and listen more closely to my body's communication. I love this message from them so much because we tend to think that we don't want pain. We try to shut it out, don't we? We try to ignore it. I have a very high pain tolerance. I can handle a lot of pain. But pain, like it said, is a messenger. It's a messenger that, look at me, there's something going on. If you have a pain in your stomach, if you have a pain in your knee, if you have a pain in your head, your elbow, your shoulder, your back, wherever it may be, it's trying to point out something to you. And ignoring it only prolongs you paying attention to it to get help for it. And maybe that help comes from just slowing down, like the angel said. Take a pause, rest. Our sleep time is the time to rejuvenate the body. Maybe there's an awareness to, are you getting enough motion? Are you moving enough with your body? Are you allowing it to have fluidity by doing some movement? So pain is a messenger. It's not our enemy. It is not punishment. It's not working against us. It's working for us. So when we can change that attitude and know that, okay, something's going on, let me check it out, right? Let me see what that is that's taking place. Then we can take care of it. And sometimes all our body is asking for is attention. Pay attention to me. Maybe feed me better. Maybe that's one thing it's trying to tell us, to stop doing things that are not helpful and maybe eat more nourishing food or, like I said, get more movement, get more exercise. So I loved it. I hope you liked it. And let me see what else is going on. Catherine Kovacs came in. Good morning, Catherine. And Kathy says, yes, sometimes you need to take the advice you give to others, Teri. I love that message for you. I love it for all of us, but yes, I do love it for me. And I have honored that message from my body to slow down a little bit. I was speaking with Marbeth yesterday, and Marbeth will be doing the peace meditation on Saturday, if you want to join in to that. But Marbeth has been to India, as well as that's where I just came from, not that long ago. And she said it took her a whole month to recover and to let her body get back to a good state of health and good state of being after that experience. So I know that I haven't even been home a month yet. So I have to be aware that I can't just hit the floor running sometimes. I have to slow down. I have to listen. So I encourage all of us to listen to our bodies, listen to what it's saying, If there is something going on, pay attention to it. Take care of it. Talk to your body. This is one thing that I started doing a long time ago. I started loving each part of my body, starting from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet, and including all the organs. Our organs work for us 24/7. They don't take a break. So thanking them, being grateful for them, will go a long way in helping whatever is happening inside of you that's creating that pain energy. Oh, thank you, Andrea Gregg. I'm so glad you were here today for story time. And Kelly, the peace meditation for world peace happens at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time, the first Saturday of each month. This also happens to fall on our workshop Saturday. Michelle and I are teaching a wonderful workshop. Let me get the caption up there for that. It's called Truth Mapping, and that will be this coming Saturday. We've had some signups already. We'd love to have more of you join in, and let's just see that classroom totally full as Michelle and I bring this workshop, Finding Your Truth. What is your truth? And how do you get there? We're going to provide that map on Saturday for those of you who have signed up for it. All right, what does Kuan Yin have to say? The magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once, and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. So yes, the moon does help us. It brings in a beautiful energy to us to help us realize that we are powerful. We are amazing manifestors in these human bodies. Yes, let's do that today. Let's do that before we end the show. If you have any prayer requests, put them in, and then I'll guide us in that prayer of gratitude for our human body and allow our energy to be raised up, our frequency to raise up with doing this practice. So thank you, Kelly. And yeah, let's all just do that together today. So I'm going to share the daily prayer that Deirdre gives us. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, our troops, the United States, India, the UK, for me and my family, and for any traveling peace. So thank you for that, Deirdre. And Kathy says, I needed to hear this too. Lately, between the ice-covered snow that makes it difficult for me to walk and the cold weather on my joints, I need to move more. I am therefore going to buy myself one of those pedaling things to exercise as I sit at my desk. I love that for you, Kathy, and I think that's a wonderful idea. All right. Let's go into our hearts and do this prayer of gratitude, thanking our bodies as we thank our Creator for giving us these bodies, this vessel to journey through this lifetime with, and our promise to take care of it the best we can. So breathe in, and first let's lift our thoughts and our prayers up to the Creator, asking for each prayer to be seen, to be heard, to be honored, and to be answered for the best and highest good of all. And we thank you, God, for being the giver of all love, the giver of all life, and the giver of miracles in our life. We ask your blessing now as we turn our focus onto our human bodies, our human vessels. So first, Let's show gratitude for our brain. Gratitude that we're able to process thoughts, that we're able to speak. Thank you, God, for this brain that's in our body. Brain, we just thank you. Thank you for all that you bring to this life, giving us the senses that we have, helping us to maneuver through life with being able to think, to share, to know. And then let's thank our face, the structure of our face, the nose that we use to smell things, that wonderful sense of smell, the mouth that we use to taste, to speak, our bones, the structures, the jaw, our teeth, our gums, our tongue. Thank you to all that's involved in smiling, those muscles that we use to smile, and the joy that we get from smiling. Thank you for the ears. Thank you, ears, for hearing what is said, for sounds that are in our world, taking in all of that through the sense of sound. Thank you to our voice, to all of the things in our neck that come together to create the ability to speak. Thank you for the thyroid. And there's many that deal with a thyroid that's either under or overactive. So give gratitude for your thyroid. Tell it how blessed you are that it helps regulate. Thank you for our throat. Thank you for the spine at the back of the throat that starts there and goes all the way down our back, all those vertebrae. Thank you for our shoulders. Thank you for the arms. Thank you for our hands, our fingers, for the sense of touch. Thank you for human hugs that we use our arms for. Thank you for our lungs that take in the breath. Thank you, lungs, for doing your job without us having to micromanage you. Thank you for just knowing what to do, taking in that breath, releasing the breath. Thank you to the heart, our beautiful beating heart that pumps the oxygen through our body, that sends the blood through the vessels. Thank you for doing your job so miraculously every day, all day. Thank you for the stomach, for taking in the food, the nourishment that we take into our body, for processing it, for sending that nourishment throughout our body that we may be stronger. Thank you to the liver for processing. Thank you to the kidneys for the job that you do in filtering out any toxin and releasing it. Thank you to all the inner organs that work together to help keep this human vessel moving forward beautifully, fluidly. Thank you to our hips that we're able to have movement, that we can bend, we can walk. Thank you to every joint in our body. Thank you to the thighs, being strong, having the muscles that are there. Thank you to those muscles. Thank you to our knees, being able to be flexible and move and bend. Thank you to our legs for holding us up, for helping us to move forward. Thank you to the ankles, again, for flexibility. Thank you to our feet. Thank you to our toes. Thank you, toes, for being there, and helping us to be stable on our feet. And now just give yourself a hug. Hug and love on this human body that you are in during this lifetime. It goes through so much physically every day. So give it love. Show love to your body. And say thank you. How many times do we even think about thanking our heart, thanking our lungs, thanking all those inner organs? We love you. We appreciate walking through this journey in something so miraculous, so perfectly made and constructed. And God, we just ask your blessing on each of our physical bodies. Help us this day to remember that we are a spirit inside of this body. And as such, we honor the human vessel. Thank you. We love you. Om Shanti. Amen. Ooh, how do you feel after honoring your body? Isn't that amazing to do that exercise? You can do it anytime you want, at any point, and just allow yourself to really feel the gratitude. All right, let me see if you had any more prayer requests. Annie, lifting up your friend Bridget, undergoing cancer treatment, and your niece Regina for her cancer treatment, and your neighbor Marilyn, who's in the hospital. We certainly will, Annie. Thank you for that. And Kathy, I think you should treat yourself. Right? Treat yourself. That's a wonderful thing to do. All right, so Kathy, I know you're probably at work by now. Kathy starts us off with our thank you. I love you. Say it to God. Say it to your body. Say it to yourself and say it to others. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Michelle Landers. I'm so glad you were with us today for this, and I can't wait to be with you on Saturday as we bring truth mapping to the world. So thank you, Michelle, for being in my life. And Deirdre, thank you. I love you all. Well, we love you right back, our sweet Deirdre. Linda Lemieux, thank you. I love you. Can't wait to get my Linda hug and to be with you for a couple of days before I head down to South Florida for the doctor visit and the dentist visit. Kelly Bach, we love you so much. I am so glad you're doing well, Kelly, and glad your treatment went well. Oh, thank you, Annie. I love you so much. Good morning, Charlie Coons. Oh, thank you, Kathy. We love you, and I hope you have a beautiful work day. Good morning, Brookie. I hope you have a good day as well. And so thank you. I love you. Beautiful words to start a beautiful day. Okay, I think I am not hitting the right thing. There we go. Thank you. I love you from Annie, Brookie, and Max, and Dylan. And Max, it is a perfectly beautiful day out there. I hope you have a great one. Andrea Gregg, thank you. I love you all so very much. Have a wonderful Wednesday. All right, I'm getting off of here. And prayers, please, as the Angel Mobile makes its way down the road, carrying me and my sister down to her appointment, and then hopefully stopping in to see our brother as he lives down that way. Deirdre, I'll be seeing Leo when I get into South Florida. That's where he lives, down where I used to live. And yeah, I'll get to hear that song with my own ears. Leo wants to release that song on our 6-year anniversary, which will be in March, but I know we'll be hearing it before then. And then he'll have the official release of it for our anniversary. So we need to start planning something special for our anniversary. And I don't know, I think I still may be in Florida at that time. I don't know yet exactly what March is looking like for me, but we'll do something for sure for our anniversary. All right, so take care, everyone. And another reminder, Saturday workshop coming up, as well as the 10 million for world peace meditation, which will be on Enlightened World Network, and it will be on YouTube as well. Stay in your heart, stay blessed. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Aloha and mahalo for being here today.